Hey everybody, Coach Steve here, SoCalRunning.com, MarathonTraining.tv, and SoulRunners.net. I am here getting ready to go up the Mount Whitney Trail, going for the summit tomorrow. Tonight we're going to go about 6 miles up and camp. Check it out. It's really beautiful. Well, here's my pack, and believe it or not, I'm at 50 pounds. I don't know what's in there. Tent, food, bear canister. Oh, water. It adds up fast. Here's my traveling companion, Russ.
How you doing?
There's our view.
Are we there yet?
And there's the trail. Here we go. I'm excited. My pack's heavy. So here's our first rock crossing. I haven't crossed with a backpack in a long time. Just keep the GoPro dry. Here's the sign we're looking for. Should be getting close to 1 mile. We're almost at 2 1/4. We're going at about 27-minute miles, and with a couple stops. Trying to hydrate every 10 minutes since I have a bottle. And this is what we got. So I've seen the pictures at websites. There's this log crossing that's pretty far. People do it at night, but I got a pretty heavy pack. It should be quite an adventure in the daytime. So let's go do it. At least the logs are flat. Okay, I am not looking at the camera. It's not that hard. Let's not overrate this. So we just passed Lone Pine Lake. Maybe I'll grab some footage of it tomorrow, but we opened up into this. Just short of 3 miles. It's pretty cool. You are now entering the Whitney zone. Ready?
Ready.
Here we are about a half mile, a little less from that, from the sign. It's been Switchbacks. There's Lone Pine Lake. And we're going up there. It's hard to beat this right now. Absolutely awesome. I think that's where we're going now. We're just leaving Outpost Camp. We had lunch there. So out of Outpost Camp, it climbs, and we have another rocky crossing. And we're starting to get a few raindrops. I think this is called Mirror Lake. And we're going up there somewhere. Beautiful. And our trails along the edge here. We're about 10-4 right now. Great view and a little view of Mirror Lake. We're 5 miles in, and a guy told us about these stairs. And he said this was actually harder than going up to the summit. So we'll see. But yep, all the way up. I think it's close to 1 mile like this.
With a pack.
With a pack. And there's some hikers right in front of us. We're just shy of 11,000 feet. And we have this beautiful little creek, this trail, more stairs, hikers. I'm loving it. Okay, somebody told me this was the hardest part, and it seems to be. Yep, just keeps going up. Okay, we're almost at 6. It goes along the cliff there, switches back down there, and there's that meadow we were just at, and there's some people going back and down towards the timberline. It's starting to rain on us. And we're going up here. According to my Garmin, we're at 6.40, but at lunch break I walked around a little, so maybe 6 1/4. I just hit Soul Runner Central. Here's all the Soul Runner tents.
At trail camp.
At trail camp. It rained on us. That was fun. And then we're going up there. Those are the Switchbacks. And then we head up there. Here's our little camp spot. There's my tent.
What's this for, Steve?
The stove. going over there tomorrow. Looks good. Here we go. There's our camp. And we're heading up there. This part of the trail is called 99 or 100 Switchbacks. Here's where we are right now. And there's people coming up. And there's people going up. We're probably in the 40s.
Yeah, I think 43.
And this is what we're going up. We're slowing down a little. No cables there. Right up there's some people. That means we're almost at the top. I think we're like 97 Switchbacks. I'm looking about 2 feet in front of me every step. We're just over 2 miles. I don't know what to call this, the notch. We're now entering Sequoia National Forest. And here's the view on the other side. Here we made this turn, and way up there's the hut. It looks pretty far away, but we know it's inside 1.5 miles would be my guess. Getting close. This last section was not for the faint of heart. This section is called Windows, and there's these little openings. I showed you one just a second ago. Here's another. Some breeze coming through. Here's our trail. And then down there's Guitar Lake. Right up there's the hut. Probably a mile to go. Probably a 40-minute mile. Here's the trail. I like staying close to the right. I gotta admit, I just love this landscape. Somehow the trail, somebody over there will take us there. Then to get to the top. They say it's pretty cold at the top, but I have a down jacket, so I'm not worried. Here's our view. The backside. If my Garmin's right, we're at 14,000 with 1/2 mile to go. This is what we're going up. Man, doing this at night must be tough. I'm going to bag the highest 14,000 foot peak in the continental United States. That hut, and then just a little higher. Yeah, this is what I spent the summer training for. This was my goal. I'm pumped. Hey, soul runners! Here's the registry. My name's going down in history. 9, 13. Now, when you get to the registry, there's one super cool thing.
That was easy.
Now we're going into the hut. Okay, extreme danger from lightning. Avoid being struck. Do not come and do not hang out in here. But I would love to have a beer in here. This would be awesome. It's a tiny little room.
Small. Very small.
What's the sign say? National Park Service, U.S. Department of the Interior, Mount Whitney elevation, 14,496 feet, 0.11. John Muir Trail, High Sierra Trail, September 5th, 1930. Okay, here it is, baby. Mwah. I made it. Yeah. Should I get really cheesy? Well, I'm on top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find. Oh, we got another one.
It's higher.
I'm getting higher. Woo! I'm with the instigator who got this whole thing going. Isabel, you're a rock star for doing this. Thank you.
We made it to the top!
It was awesome. 360. In fact, come up here. Excuse me too. So 360 starts here. We camped down there last night. That's where we have to go back to. There's the Owens Valley. That's probably Telephone or Telegraph Peak. And then we work our way over towards Continental Divide. And there's the famous hut. And it takes us all the way back home. This section is, like I said earlier, not for the faint of heart. I am walking along the closest to the mountain. There's the Switchbacks. It just goes down, down, and then it cuts across the mountain. And there's my blue tent. Here's the famous cable section of the climb. The funny thing is I thought it was actually at the trail crest the cables were there, but no, they're about halfway up, and then home base is way down there. All right, it took us 5 hours and 40 minutes from here to the top to Mount Whitney and back down. Now I have my full pack on. Next stop is down there. This is pretty treacherous, and this was really one of the harder parts of the hike. Especially with a heavy pack. I know this is why a lot of people do it in one day. Sometimes going down gives you a different perspective. This waterfall was beautiful going up, but even better as I come down. We're out of the toughest terrain, which is very nice. But I haven't been backpacking in a long time, and I forgot how heavy backpacks are. So, good learning experience. Today will be a 17-mile day. It's another finish line. Oh, let's weigh my pack. All right, let's look at this. 40 to 43 pounds, almost 10 pounds lighter, but I dumped that whole bottle of water. Couldn't carry it any longer. So here's a quick recap of my climb to the top of Mount Whitney. I got there on Saturday, camped overnight at Whitney Portal at about 8,300 feet. Then the next night went up to trail camp at 12,000 feet for a little more acclimation, and then went for the top. You can do it in one day. It takes a while, and if you have altitude issues, it's probably the best to do it over a couple days. But carrying a backpack up and down from the portal to trail camp is tough. So great hike. I loved it. I will do it again. I might try it in one day, but you know, I just love being in the mountains, being in the Sierras, and it was great taking my time up there. I hope you get to do it and climb focused.